Yep. Chuck, this is the best one yet right here.
VanDam, Bass Angler of the Year. That says it all. At age 24, this Michigan Bassmaster stopped the pro bass fishing world's clock. Time nor age means little to this boy wonder of bassin'. Older, more seasoned pros marvel at VanDam's success. Rick Clunn, the 4-time world champion, among them.
That's the advantage of youth. I think it's been fascinating watching him this year. And I don't mean this as a criticism, but he doesn't have the ability of the top 20 guys out here. He doesn't have the experience of the top 50. I think it's incredible that he's doing it all because he believes. The advantage of youth is you still believe in the impossible. When you become an expert, your mind closes and you don't believe in the impossible happening anymore. He still believes in the impossible happening. Every day he goes out and he's making it happen.
In only his second full season on the Bassmaster Tournament trail, VanDam upstaged all his peers, the youngest ever to wear the coveted Angler of the Year crown. VanDam's brief career is truly impressive. Since joining the BASS Tour in September 1990, he's never failed to earn a tournament paycheck. And already he ranks among the top 30 all-time money winners. He won the Bassmaster BP Top 100 tournament at Georgia's Lake Lanier. And in 30% of the tournaments, he's finished in the top 10. Does VanDam have superpowers? We asked former world champion Tommy Martin to analyze Kevin's success.
And we've never had a young man come onto our trail and just really dominate like Kevin. Kevin's very unusual. He's unique in the way that he has never been really in awe of the Roland Martins, the Rick Clunns, the Larry Nixons, the Jimmy Houstons, the Denny Bryars, and on and on and on. He's never been in awe of these guys. He respects them. But at the same time, him being 24 years of age, he knows he can beat them. He knows he can beat them. He's not in awe of these guys. And I think that's one thing that's different about Kevin than a lot of 24-year-olds. But he's just a tremendous fisherman. He studied bass fishing all his life. His family, I got to know his dad pretty well, and his dad's taken him fishing since he was a youngster. His brother, Randy VanDam, is probably, they say, is better than Kevin, but that would have to be seen if he's better than Kevin. But Kevin's just studied bass fishing all his life, and he studied all the things that we've learned and we've taught in seminars, and we've put in Bassmaster magazine, and we've put on Bassmaster TV, and he's been studying. And he's learned well, I'll assure you.
And former Angler of the Year Jimmy Houston sees VanDam as a bionic basser, made from the pages of Bassmaster magazine.
One of the things that I see is that Kevin is an excellent student of the game. Every time that I've talked to Kevin, he's told me something that he's learned from somebody. After he won the Lake Lanier tournament, he came up to me and he said, "You're the reason I won this tournament." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And I finished 10th place fishing the same areas, and he just beat me like a drum. And he said most of my big fish was coming on about the 6th or 7th or 8th cast on the same log. And I learned that from one of your television shows. And that was a television show we did at Lake Dardanelle several years ago. And I had fished the same area, and I really wasn't attacking those logs just exactly the same way he was. I heard him mention something he learned from Shaw, something he learned from Larry Nixon, something he learned from Tommy Martin, something he learned from Ricky Green. He studied every single person out there and just really put a lot of thought and effort into what he's doing. And I think that of all the guys I've seen come along, he's just the best student of the game that there is out there.
Michigan isn't exactly a hothouse for cultivating bass fishing pros. Yet growing up there and introduced to its varied fishery at age 5 is Advantage VanDam. Today our Bassmasters cameras follow the 1992 Angler of the Year to his bass fishing roots, smallmouth fishing in Michigan. We're sure you'll find this brand of bassin' exciting, and perhaps like us, discover a bass fishery that's been almost unnoticed. But like Kevin VanDam, the proof is in the creel, and both are for real. I'm Bob Cobb. Stay tuned. The Bassmasters will be right back with tips and tactics for catching those battling brown bass, the smallmouth of Michigan.